Hello everyone, this is Triton Baduk, and I think last week the first 3Q Fox game that we played was slightly disappointing, so let's try to get a little bit of a better one this time.
Start to play.
Alright, it looks like we already have a game. I might be black, we'll see if he stays. Alright, looking good so far. Let's just do 2 4 4 points. And approach low, which is the way I like to approach so far. Uh, just stay strong. I don't like the high move here. But I don't think it's necessarily bad. I'll just do a normal 3 space low to keep my group strong. He's trying to pressure me right now, but I think it's a bit too early to really worry about this group. And so we have a couple options. I could enclose the corner in the top left, or I could approach him in the bottom right. Since he played this high move, I think I want to actually enclose the corner here. He played down. This is a bit small this early on. And he can't really grow anything here, even with attacking me. So it looks like I get to play the next big move as well at R6, preventing him from getting the enclosure and solidifying this territory. So he really wants to take this, but he still has one more move in order to do it. So I'm just going to take a 2 space here and not worry about it. If he plays one more move, it's still not completely his, and I'm fine with moving on with the board. The old splitting attack is interesting here. So the move that I want to play is just to enclose my corner already, because that expands my area in a nice way. And I might like the large knight's move to put a little bit more pressure while still protecting a little bit more of the corner. Yeah, I think I like this. So the 3 space is a little bit far, especially since I've already responded here. So I'm tempted to jump in. If he jumps out, I can diagonal out and come out. It turns into a little bit of a fight, but makes it hard to make anything on the right side, which is not too big of a deal, I guess. So yeah, let's jump in. Just to exploit his slightly thin position. Even if he... What? Even if he captured the stone, it would have been pretty good, because I can force him to take it. But with this move, I have to just come out. So if I Hane here, he's going to cut, and that's his goal. If I attach here, and he cuts, I can Atari and come from underneath and push. And he can't really capture my stone very well. I could also do the empty triangle. That seems like the most simple way to play. The attachment is slightly better shape. Sure, let's play the attachment. Let's keep our shape as nice as we can. So I could try to capture the stone instead of going underneath. This does work. But which one's better to do? I think going underneath is slightly better. I like to play the more simple move when I can. He's turning here, which means I'm definitely going to come out because I believe, if we trace it out on the board again, we just saw me do that earlier, I have the ladder so we can come out. It was better for him to try to bump here and do the net instead. I don't want to make this exchange. So I think I just want to extend. And bump here to get rid of his liberties as best I can. This Hane doesn't do anything, so I just extend here. So his move was not very good. This is just protecting his cutting point. Is there anything I need to worry about over here? I think we can peep. This might not be a good move. It's not always good to peep like this. But I think it will help in the long run here. When I jump out here, it makes it so that when I jump over here, it's a little bit more strong. So now he has two weak sides to worry about. So like I said, peeps aren't necessarily always good. Because it's forcing me to actually want to go towards this side, which feels good for me. I could also just connect, and when he jumps out, it's much easier for me to attack him.
Now starts.
So like the peep that I played, him connecting here isn't making him stronger on the top. Yeah, I think I'll just connect. Interesting. So my corner is a little bit weak. So I think I will just defend the corner. If I jump down here, there is some peeping in the corner to try to do something to my shape here. So I think I'm just going to play this move to make sure that my corner is very secure. And now, not sure if I want to go too far, but I think I can cap. I'll just stay connected. And so they're jumping into my area, but it looks like they're not really threatening to make eyes yet. So just keep them from running out and force them to live on the side here. I'm just playing, well, just responding to his moves here. So I want to poke at his shape a little bit. I think this poke would be very useful. I'm not sure. I think this one helps my connection, so I'm going to play this one. This one prevents them from being alive, so I don't mind playing here, because they can't let me connect out. And then this move here should prevent them from being able to live on the right side. So now they'll have to try to figure out a way to come out. Or to live directly. Which if they do, that should be fine. So I just want to force any sort of thing I can out of it. He does have some sort of Hane here to try to escape. But I believe me running this out here and surrounding this right side or this left side, I guess, will make this group a lot weaker. So I'm fine with him cutting. And I think if he cuts, he should probably just Hane here directly. Because in order for me to cut him back, I'll have to play this empty triangle, which would hurt my liberties a lot. Huh. So if he cuts here, I can just Atari from this side, and there's nothing. If he comes out here, I just Atari down. He can Atari here. I connect, and he goes down. Then I just fix on the left or on the top side here.
8, 7, 6, 5.
I think there's nothing
4,
there. So let's get
3.
rid of the eye, and let's see if he shows me something. Okay. If he cuts here, I connect. He has to extend before he can get rid of my liberties here. So when he extends, I can just capture the stone. So it seems like he just didn't read this out properly. Let's get something to drink. That move doesn't quite make any sense. If I Tanuki, there's a double Atari here, right? If I do this one, he Ataris here, then he can Atari down and capture the stones.
9,
So
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I probably just
3.
want to connect. Because if I turned, that did work for him. So his best bet is to get enough liberties on these two stones in order to capture these stones. And this is actually a pretty good move to try to do it. If I play him on this side, he can Atari. I have to connect and he can capture the stones. But if I just connect here, there's nothing. He has to pull back, which leaves me with 4 liberties, and he has 3 liberties. And there's no way for him to get more than those 3 liberties.
Yoyomi now starts.
Even if he plays this move, I was going to say clamps, it's not quite a clamp. If he plays here, this jump, I can still push down. He Ataris, I connect. He has to connect here. Then I can Atari here, and he's on this side, and he only has 2 liberties after that. So there's not quite anything he can do there.
8, 7.
I said
6,
he has to play this
5,
Hane in order to try
4.
to fight back. Ooh, that move. Okay. So I'm going to see how he responds to this cutting point. And that looks like I can push here. Because if he blocks, I capture the 4 or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones. If I push here, he has to capture. And it looks like I can just Atari from this side. And I can just Atari and come out here. I can probably push one time because he can't cut. Is it worth it? He gets to extend one more time, and then I connect, and then I have more liberties on the outside. I think it doesn't really matter too much in this case. Me having this Atari on this one stone gives me one eye, unless he connects it. And in connecting that means that I get to come out more. So on this, I get to jump here and make this top group not alive, while I'm running towards my corner. Just jump and run towards my corner. Since he is trying to block me from the corner, then I just need to jump out here instead. And I only need to make one eye. Not sure what that move is doing. He can peep here, but it doesn't really accomplish anything because this is a very strong formation on the right side. A lot of liberties and plenty of eye space. He has to jump out this
9,
direction
8,
or try to
7,
attack my bottom group in
6,
some way.
5.
Oh, he resigned. Okay. I think this player was a bit more reasonable than the previous 3Q. But I think they ended up being a very aggressive player, and so maybe that's what works at this rank. Maybe that's how they got to 3Q and got past 5Q. But it feels like... it still feels like some of the 5Q I played were definitely stronger. So let's take a quick look at the game and see where my opponent could have played a little bit better. All right, so there's nothing really wrong with this way of playing. It's a little bit more old-fashioned to try to pressure this sort of group right away. Because if I just respond here, there's still Aji in this area, which makes it a little bit awkward, and it's not really worth responding to. Which is actually why you see people playing the high move here. So when someone does something like this, and they Tanuki, when they go to invade, it's not really a big deal. But when I'm kicked like this, I still think I prefer to play the low move, especially when they played something like d6 here, which I think should be one lower at c6. But again, nothing that's really too big of a deal here. Where I think he really went wrong, I played a little bit slow and fast here. So later on, this was going to become a very big problem for him. But his main issue was this move. Now, in the game, I did the jump here. But I could also just do this. And it really breaks his shape in actually a kind of a severe way. Because now he has to protect on both sides. If he just pushes and gives this up, I have one sort of bad move here. I guess at 1 here on the board. Making this empty triangle. But he also has this K17 stone, which was also a very bad move. It's me pushing through his 1-point jump here. Me pushing through the knight's move here, right? And then also this elephant's eye. So it makes a very, very bad shape on his end. And of course, I also get to take a lot of points away, and he's not necessarily getting anything right away. He will still have to come back and protect his cutting point. And so if he just protects, I can capture the stone. So if he really wants to fight me here, he has to push out, which is very, very painful for white. And really not worth it. Now, I thought it would be fine to just jump here, because I think you still get a very good result. I'm just going to take the points on the top, and he's going to take some sort of territory here, leaving a cutting point. Or some sort of influence here, leaving a cutting point. So if he plays it properly, it would be something like this. And then taking this, capturing the 1 stone here. I still have this move, which is nice on this side. Or I can try to get something on this side. But the other big problem that he has is that I still have this cutting point. So this is a very safe way to play because I'm just connecting up underneath and I'm getting my territory and I'm not really leaving any weakness. And I'm able to cut his 2 stones off, or his 2 groups off, right? Whereas the other way, with the empty triangle, there is technically the possibility of this being a weak group in the future. So it leaves more of a chance for white to try to do something. And then, as I said, I think he made 2 mistakes in this upper left corner, and that was Atariing here. Normally you can Atari here if this Hane works, for example. But this Hane doesn't do anything. I can just cut here, and maybe he can try to do some sort of Tesuji here to break into the corner, but he has a bunch of weak groups he has to worry about first, so it doesn't seem very plausible right now. And as I pointed out already, he just needs to capture the stone. It's a much better chance for him in the game. But letting me come out and then protecting on this side multiple times. After I jump out here, he protects again, and then defends again. That's too much. Really, I should not worry about my corner over here and just jump out here directly. I could even play a little bit further away, maybe. It's a little bit harder to take advantage of any shape issues in this case. And then it's kind of difficult to know how white is actually going to survive here. Yeah, I'm not sure at all. There's not really that much ice space. And I could even play more crude moves like this sort of peeping. Oops. So it seems very awkward for white. But my corner does have a little bit of weakness. I just have to give it up though. Let him live over here, and I can just make an alive group on the left side. Me being able to capture this top side would be good enough. But I like to just defend like this and let my opponent run out. If they're running, I can potentially make either points on this side, or I can surround them and then invade on this bottom side a little bit more easily. It's not that big of a deal, but I like that sort of flow to a game. But apart from that, I think really it was just reading problems. He didn't quite read that this didn't work because I could just connect. I don't have to play a move like this. I can just connect. He sort of missed the connecting moves or was hoping for me to make a mistake. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this one was better than the previous 3Q video. Anyway, have a good day and have fun.